Today we're talking about WWE 2K24 updates that you need to know about. Now, the first thing we need to talk about is going to be the Wrestlemania 40 arena that came out in the latest update. So with the Wrestlemania 40 arena, you're only able to get this through the DLC pack, the 40 Years of WrestleMania bonus pack that you either purchase separately for $20 or it is part of the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition of the game. I bring this up because a lot of people were messaging me saying, how do I get this? So to be clear, you need to be able to buy this separately. It's not just going to be patched in for you. Although, if you want to and you want to save some money, go ahead to Community Creations because you're going to find a lot of created arenas in there that are excellent if you don't want to drop that coin. Plus, the WrestleMania 40 arena, it's going to be in 2K25, which we'll talk about in a minute too. Now, with this arena, I love it. I do love how it looks. The daytime, the nighttime for it looks excellent. CM Punk's entrance, for example, wearing my CM Punk shirt because I'm a shill. I really love how all of this turned out. When this was released last week, I thought, you know what? This is pretty good. I'm not too sure about the value of it because you're going to get these alt attires that go with the bonus pack of Triple H, Rey Mysterio, and more. That could be a lot of value to you, but if it's not, the WrestleMania 40 arena is the only other thing that you're really gunning for in that. So if you only care about the arena, it's essentially costing you $20 to be able to upgrade and get that. Now, the WrestleMania 40 arena and universe mode specifically, it's got a problem. Go figure, that universe mode, it's not working right. Every time, isn't it? Now, the old joke here on the channel, ladies and gentlemen, if you followed Matt for a little bit of time, is that typically Hulk Hogan is our issue.
What's that?
Hulk Hogan loses his mustache every time there is an update. That has not been the problem with 2K24. I've been blown away, but I haven't been blown away by the constant issues of universe mode. It's getting to be a little too much. So speaking of that, WrestleMania 40 arena, if you have it, yes, it is available to select in universe mode. If you want to set it up as a PLE, you want to switch it out for WrestleMania 39 and put it in WrestleMania 40, you can do that. But what you cannot do is you can't select the nighttime version. If you go into your universe mode in your save or set up a brand new one, you can go to the PLE, customize it, and when you want to select the arena, you will not be able to select the nighttime version of WrestleMania 40. This is just silly. This should be patched immediately. To be honest, 2K, just do a hotfix patch right now and just fix that for players because it's just kind of silly. So daytime, you can select that. Plus, as you can see on screen, I'm going through and I can show you that you can change all of the different aspects of the venue of the show that you want. So all of the assets are in there for WrestleMania 40. And then once you get to the big show of shows, it totally works. But unfortunately, nighttime, nah. Now switching gears, we're going to talk a little bit about the Myfaction mode and the updates that we got there, because if you're interested in collecting cards and specifically Persona cards, new ones, they have come out. They are available to grind for and to be able to try to pick up. The newest pack is going to be called Singlet Supreme. You're going to get characters like Otis in there, Big E, Ruby card for Trent Shaw, Piper Niven, Rob Van Dam, Kurt Angle, Andre the Giant, and the two Persona cards, Chad Gable 2016 and Becky Lynch 2018. They are both Persona cards. Right now you can see on screen that we have the different events that are going on, the live events for it. So they're just trying to get started with it. Also, you can see at the time of this recording, it is still possible to go out and grind to get Roman Reigns with the man bun and being able to get that live event done. But you got to get all the different cards associated with it, so it is still a bit of a grind for you. To get Chad Gable 2016 and Becky Lynch, yes, you are still going to be able to grind for it. It is still difficult. It doesn't seem to be as difficult as with the other ones like The Rock and Roman Reigns. And I'm saying that anecdotally just from other creators I've spoken to. Other people have been able to unlock Chad Gable, Becky Lynch fairly easily with getting some of these packs. So save up your currency and you might be able to pull one of these cards. Here's the downside with this, and it's not new and it seems to be the trend when it comes to the Persona cards. Chad Gable, Becky Lynch do not have any of their retro themes, music, trons, motion, all of it. Nothing about it is the retro version. Chad Gable 2016, for example, doesn't have his American Alpha theme song, doesn't have the American Alpha Titantron. Also, you don't need to do this and try to grind for it. What's the status? Shout out to him. He's been able to post a recreation of Chad Gable 2016. All the assets are there because they're not blocked. and he just simply changed the hair for him and boom, you're good to go. Since nothing else is different, you can just get Chad Gable this way by searching what's the status. Becky Lynch is not made available yet in Creation Suite to download her. But once again, you're not going to get anything unique with Becky, which is really unfortunate because this version of Becky Lynch, it's like it's precursor to the man Becky. And I'm a Becky Lynch fan. I like her. I just wish they just put everything in there, all the pieces, the motion, the title motions, the music, everything, so that you're getting what you grind for, what you pay for. This is also one of the issues and one of my concerns when it comes to 2K25, because I assume Myfaction is going to be all over that thing, and they're going to do slight tweaks and improvements and adjust it from what we see today to next year. But one of the things I have been critical on and wanting them to do is do a card market to be able to purchase the Persona cards. When the Becky Lynch and Chad Gable are announced, I said, perfect, just let me buy it for $5 or $10. Or I can grind it and take my chances and do it for free. Give me that option. But as I sit and think about it more, when I see that Chad Gable, for example, doesn't come with anything extra, I wouldn't be paying $10 or more for just that. It's just the same model. Plus Community Creations does a good job with things too. So I don't think that that's even worth it. So if 2K came out and said, here's the card market, I'd want these models at like $4 or $5 because there's nothing unique about them. The Rock, as we looked at, with the tank top and all of that, and the criticism for that model coming out, people spending and grinding hundreds of dollars to be able to get this, and you can't even modify the attires either. That is another complaint I have. I'd love to be able to grind to get Becky Lynch 2018, put her in my game, use her however I want, but I can't even put a jacket on her or change her attire for my game, even though I unlocked her. So I think it's a misstep by 2K. I think they really need to improve this next year and give players the option to just purchase outright at a very reasonable price. Not even $10 if I'm not getting neutrons and new music, ladies and gentlemen. Now, another thing to highlight to all of you is the man himself. Ricochet, Speed Champion, inaugural, undisputed WWE Speed Champion. It's a silly thing, isn't it? Well, Ricochet in the news right now, it looks like he may not be re-signing with WWE. He's potentially going to go over to AEW where the best wrestle, we are told.
Hi.
Or he might go to TNA, or he might go to New Japan, or he might go nowhere. He might just chill at home. We don't know what the man wants to do at all. He may re-sign with WWE for all we know. The reports, you never know. But if he does not stick with WWE, and based on all of the wrestling media outlets and everything going on the internet, doesn't look like he is going to. So this is likely going to be the last game currently in the next couple of years anyways, that you'd be able to play as Ricochet in WWE game. So enjoy it while you can, because if he doesn't resign, he ain't coming back and you're not gonna be able to get him. However, when you look at 2K25 and what we've seen in the past is typically those entrance motions are still left in the game and they're leftover files, and being able to recreate Ricochet that way. Shouldn't be too hard to recreate him. He's not a complicated looking guy. The tattoos maybe, but you got great creators out there that probably be able to put it together. My only qualm, my only beef with all of this next year, if Ricochet is not in the game, people are going to download him off the Community Creations, and then the name is going to be Rick A Chair or something. Like they have to make it Chaise. I don't know, like a chaise lounge chair. I don't know, but they're going to have to make it sound all weird and make it not Ricochet. It's going to bother me. Speaking of things that bother me, I'm kidding. It's going to be the next round of DLC coming in with the season pass. We're looking at June 26th for the second DLC pack, which is actually timing out pretty good. I feel like I just got the ECW Punk pack with CM Punk, Terry Funk, and everybody, and I'm still enjoying that very much. Got the Mania Arena. It's timing out. Getting a little flow of content here. I'm enjoying myself a little bit. But we are going to get this next round of DLC, and I need to know what everybody thinks about this one because I don't know. DLC number 2 is called the Post Malone and Friends pack. Apparently Post Malone has a lot of friends at WWE. You're going to get the, what I guess is the headliner, Post Malone as a playable character in the game. You are also going to get Sensational Sherry, which is great. You are going to get Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers. Personally excited for that one. Recreate some Attitude Era for myself. You're going to get Honky Tonk Man. Great. I'm going to have Gunther go and chop the living crap out of Honky Tonk Man. Jimmy Hart as a playable manager. He's just going to be a manager available in the game, but you never know with Community Creations. Some people are able to go in there and turn managers into playable characters. You might be able to powerbomb Jimmy Hart, brother. Then you got the Myfaction cards that are going to go along with it. Again, the release date is going to be June 26th for the second pack of DLC. The next one is DLC number 3, and I can't wait to see what people say about that one because that is going to be the Pat McAfee pack. And that thing's coming out July 24th. Here's the thing though about the next pack that's coming up. Why I am excited. This DLC itself, weak. Second pack for me, little weak. Don't need Post Malone in my wrestling game. Don't care for that. Mosh and Thrasher, yay. Sensational Sherry, maybe a little bit. Jimmy Hart, sure, I'll take him as a manager, but I think managers should also be playable in the game across the board. Just FYI. Honky Tonk Man, yeah, I might throw him in a match here and there for some legends. So not really that big for Matt. But what has me excited is what we saw out of the ECW Punk pack, where 2K went in and they did a patch, they did a significant patch, and they added in extra goodies. We all love a goodie here and there, ladies and gentlemen, so I think it might be very exciting if 2K does it again. What we got in the ECW Punk pack was the additional weapons. We got the barbed wire bat, we got a door thrown in there, light tubes as bonus weapons that we didn't expect to get. I really hope 2K continues this trend to give us those bonuses along the way, whether it is going to be in the form of extra weapons, which is great to have, or we're not going to get new match types. Like, I want an I Quit match, but they're not going to patch that in for me. So that's disappointing. But they might do other things. You never know. They could update moves, give us more moves that they typically do, but combo packs and move packs, they could do something like that. They could give us new roster members. They could give us Naomi, for example. Use her old look and then just patch it in and give us the new Tron and new music. Boom, I'm good. You don't even have to rescan her. Just add her in for free. Probably not. They probably want to make her as DLC or a headliner for day one of 2K25. They could give us AOP. AOP has not changed the character. They haven't even changed their vest. They're still wearing the same vest from years ago. Just give me those models. What were they in before? Was it 2019? AOP was in there. Just use those and just chuck them back in there. I hope they give us some of the free models. They did that last year, and we got Michin, Mia Yim, we got Candice LeRae, and yes, it was only 2 additional characters. We thought we would get more, but you know what? Hats off to them, because adding in additional characters for free goes a long way for players. It's those quality of life pieces, but also players are really looking for more updates, patches. So with the DLC, we will probably get a large patch. I am guessing, but that's typically how they do these things, is that the DLCs come with the giant patches. Like when we got the WrestleMania 40 arena, they just did simply some stability updates and nothing more. So I think that we're going to see that at the end of the month. You'll get something bigger, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of improvements. I know that a lot of creators out there have voiced a lot of stuff that they want fixed, updated, corrected, added into the game. And if you're going to give Matt any freebies, by the way, and you probably won't, I want to have the updated arenas, because we got WrestleMania 40, yay. I just want to be able to have Raw and SmackDown 2024 versions. Just change the LEDs, the barricades. Just do that, re-upload them as 2024. But we're not going to talk about 2024 anymore. No, we're not. Let's talk about 2K25. Yeah, current game has only been out for a couple of months, but who cares? Now we're going to talk about the next game, because that's what we do over here. So 2K25, yes, confirmed by Take-Two Interactive. It is underway. It is in development. For people understanding game cycles and all that, it's on an 8-month rotation for the game. That's how much time they typically have to make this thing. And so they're under the gun. And once the game comes out, 2K24, they take a little break basically, and they get right back into it, and they're going to start working on the next game. So it is well underway. It is in development. It's looking to be fiscal 2025. 2K24 came out March 8th, 2024 across last gen, current gen consoles. 2K25, probably the same thing. Probably in that window right before WrestleMania season. Blast off the marketing and everything, get the game out, then you're right into WrestleMania season. They get all the product placement, the marketing, and it's all matched together and sponsored with WWE. It all makes perfect sense. They do the same thing again. We will have so many questions about 2K25. Game modes, updates, fixes, cover stars, modes, no more showcase. You never know what we're gonna get. But what I do know is that I need you guys to click this right here. This is Matt's other channel, Assemble Wrestling. We're going into WWE topics, going in depth, high quality, high production, all that good stuff. It would mean a lot if you would finish watching this one right here, and then click over here, because we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers in our first month of having this channel going. It's a big project, and I sincerely appreciate your support. Have a great day, everybody. I'm gonna go play some 2K24. Bye.